Welcome on into the Little Ghosty Games channel. My name is JStation64, and I will be GMing this evening as we play Jammy Dodgers, a D&D 5e actual play. Currently a homebrew adventure leading to the space jamming adventure, Spelljammer adventure, coming soon, TM. I am joined, as always, by 3 acid-splashed Avengers and the characters that they play. So let's meet them now and find out how they're doing and how they're feeling about current events. Starting off with Ghost of Sunny. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing very well, thank you.
And how are you? How are you feeling about everything going down?
Medium. So I was not expecting the dragon, so that was a problem. Bask, I think, is doing not badly, but he is Bask the Tabaxi Ranger, but he is once again covered in stuff that he does not want to be covered in. I
think Bask has to accept that that's reality now. That's just where Bask is these days.
He will never accept it. It may happen, but he will never accept it.
Well, Bask was one of the only injuries to the aforementioned spooky dragon. But on the negotiating table, trying to there was also Jump, played by Amadan. How are you doing today?
Alright, me lovers. I'm doing okay. Not too bad at all, however, Jump has a very strange taste in her mouth. Tastes like blood. Tastes like human blood. Jump is it's just like realising that she tried to bite the hand off Peaches and doesn't quite know what came over her. It's never happened before, honest. I don't know. Maybe it was a primal draconic thing. There's so much draconic hormone in the air, maybe that was what it was. This Caustice hormone has affected Jump in some hitherto unforeseen way and made her want to bite the hand off Peaches.
You got over dragoned. Is that the scenario?
Completely over dragoned. Tastes alright though.
I thought you were going to say the taste of fear or something dramatic like that, but no, I forgot that you'd actually literally had a jump of poor Peaches before
yep.
His inevitable results.
I can only imagine that I was so traumatized by the description of that I didn't write it down, because I remember just being like, oh. But I haven't made any notes about it.
Not me. Delicious.
And last but not least is the most battered of our team, and also the hero who has thrown the most cheese at a villain thus far. It is RevTed with Rusty. How are you doing today?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, that's. I spent 2 weeks writing down all of our plans and possibilities, and that's what you can see burning, along with our hopes and dreams.
And the marriage vows of our blacksmith friends. The future of Mrs. Flower Penny. The ship.
Aye. I'm sure they're all going to be fine.
Guilt's optional, isn't it? You have to, if you don't want to.
Do we have to opt into guilt?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's where I'm going wrong. I opted in for everyone.
Pressed accept all, didn't you?
Well, are we ready to get back to some more daring do's with the Jammy Dodgers? So, our brave Jammy Dodgers, having sailed all the way out to Grick Hollow in search of Travis and the lost Scrumberry Jam, the Dodgers, you found the Grick dead, and Travis talking to the creature that had slain it, a green-eyed black dragon named Caustice. You wasted no time in stitching Peaches right up, who was then unceremoniously knocked clear across the room, across the cave, I should say, by Caustice, after she failed to convince him to try and kill our heroes. After an unusual combination of alternating approaches between talking to and attacking Caustice,
We tried the confusion approach.
it was bit of both sides. Get him off beat. Caustice unfortunately seems to have the upper hand. As we join our brave Jammy Dodgers, Caustice stands over our all but defeated heroes who lie acid blasted on the cave floor. Poised to make the final attack, she stops, hearing the sound of the Moondancer arriving outside. A wicked grin peels across her sharp teeth, and she turns back down to face you on the floor, acid dripping from her lips as she whispers, "Oh, I'll make the three of you pay for the damage you've done to my horde." She scrapes up a bit of the splattered jam off the ground with her claw and pops it in her mouth, and her face like it briefly changes to ecstasy. You're shaking it off and turning back to you. "With more than just your lives, but with the knowledge that you've cost them theirs." And with a flourish, she opens her wings wide, and in a powerful bound, she narrows her long lizard body and swooshes through the cave exit. A swirl of fog trailing behind her, she heads to the unsuspecting Moondancer, leaving the three of you all but alone in her acid-splashed lair. What do you do?
Oh, right. Maybe we should be running towards ship. What do you reckon? Pick
Do
up
we,
me robes and start running.
Does
Like it's
anyone want to go?
Yeah.
What about Peaches? Are we just leaving him here, or what?
I don't
Okay.
want to, but all our friends are on board ship. Should we? Does the needs of the many outweigh needs of the few?
It depends on what those needs are, I suppose.
Breathing.
Breeding?
I-
Well.
I agree that it is not very heroic to leave him pokes Travis with his shoe.
Are we still near
Uh,
Travis?
No, he's clear on the other side of the cave.
I have to like throw my shoe at him. Okay. Okay.
Chancler.
But he
looks like I'm still alive, and the shoe on his head.
Well, I couldn't take a knock from a shoe. I couldn't.
Do you two want to run towards? Oh, we broke our boat. Do you want to run towards Edge of Beach? I'll run towards Peaches, see if he's alive. If he's not alive, I'll run away. If he is alive, I'll get him back up.
Well, I can run a lot faster than you can. So why don't you go to the boat, and I'll go and run over to Peaches, and see how he is.
Do you need a potion to heal him? So I was gonna use magic.
I'll just give him a motivational pep talk and get him back to the boat. It'll be fine.
So, Jump and Bask, are you guys heading towards the dock and the Moondancer?
can I still see Caustice?
No, Caustice has gone right down this cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna run after her.
Jump, which way are you going?
She's gone towards the exit, hasn't she? It's Caustice.
She's gone through
Bask.
the room kind
Bask
of opening.
scurrying ahead. I'm going to lift up my robes and scurry after Bask then. If Rusty can help
Cool.
Peaches, then fine, yeah, sure.
As Jump and Bask, as you are heading down towards the cave, you may remember that this cave was filled with all kinds of terrain-like difficulties. Are you going quickly,
Oh no.
or are you going carefully?
Oh no. I think we're going to need to go quickly.
I feel like as a tabaxi, I must have some sort of cat-like ability to allow me to,
the sides of the wall. That'd be cool.
yeah, or like
Big
deftly
circles
jump
as
over
well.
puddles.
Yeah.
Like Sonic.
Do it.
Oh no, I have feel and agility, but it allows me to move on my turn in combat, double your speed until the end of the turn.
Do any of your rangery business help with stuff like that, or is it just?
Maybe. Oh no, cat's talent. No. Oh.
Are you opting to
You
go
ignore
quickly
difficult terrain.
at all times?
Yes.
Cool.
I react with swift and decisive action when attacked. I would say we're in a state of ongoing being attacked.
Yeah.
A state of hostility.
Excellent stuff. So, Bask, can you make a? I'm guessing you're talking about dashing through in a bouncy kind of way. Can you make a dexterity throw, either acrobatics or athletics? Acrobatics if you got it. Sorry, with advantage because of your whole business.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Mm-hmm. Athletics is probably gonna be acrobatics might be better because it's more of a dexy thing. I think that's what I was trying to get at was the leaping down like Sonic. Bing, bong, bong.
Oh, I suppose. Athletics is that.
Oh, whatever you want to go for then.
17.
17.
17.
And jump as you're following after Bask. You can also roll with advantage. One sorry.
Before I leave Rusty,
Mhm.
because it's dark in here, isn't it?
It is.
May I cast light?
It's dark in the tunnel you're in. The room you were in is lit both by the green glowing bubbles and the light.
I'm still going to cast light on Rusty, I think, if that's all right.
Aw,
any particular
such a good
part of
friend.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Isn't my finger still lit up, or is that worn off?
I'm
okay.
going to cast it on your finger again.
Cool.
Give me your finger.
I'll give you the other hand. Not the same hand.
And I can do athletics with advantage.
Yes, or acrobatics.
How come?
preferable.
Oh, no. No. Athletics. 25.
25. Little bounty jump.
Yeah.
So Rusty, as your fingers
Jumpy
aglow,
jump.
a la E.T., you see your furry friend and your scaly friend disappear down the cave. And you're left alone in this large room with a huge hoard of jam and bits of treasure and the body of Travis. What are you doing?
Bits of treasure, you say? I'm going to take a roundabout the route to Travis while looking for treasure. Seeing if anything. I'm gonna, with one finger, I'm gonna point at Travis, and then the other one, I'll be like.
The treasure is spoons.
It's just wall-to-wall spoons. You're familiar with this treasure pile because you have been atop it. So you see this huge mound of kegs of Scrumberry jam and jars of jam and crates of jars of jam. But littered amongst it are unusual objects, as well as very fancy golden bits that look not unlike the elements that you saw inside of the Bad Batch warehouse secret lockup. Picture frames, large ornate golden vases, that kind of business.
Anything stand out? Or?
There's lots of bits that stand out. It looks like a hoard of treasure. You can grab something if you want to. If you want to do like a rummage, is there anything you're looking to pick up?
I'm gonna let fate decide, and I'm just gonna make like a cone and just like
Scoop. Do you want to do an investigation check?
investigation. 8.
You scoop through, and you hear the chink of glass and the clink of metal. And as you lift your hand up, you can see that it is covered in about 6 gold pieces, stuck to your hand with the remnants of jam from one of the exploded jars of jam. And any further investigation might take time.
Yeah, no. and be like, "Ooh, I don't know whether to eat it or spend it," and then head over to Treves.
He lies in a clump on the floor. Do you want to do a medicine check?
Yeah. 9.
He is. You can see that he is maybe breathing. Doesn't look great.
Okay. I'm going to whip out my selection of cheese darts. Give each a sniff and see which one is the most pungent, and then waft it under his nose.
As you whiff the pungent cheese underneath his nose, he's fuck off. Knocks it out of the way. He's still unconscious, but yeah, he was unhappy about that. But you can tell that he may not be dead, at least.
Well, yeah, he looks fine. I think I can oblige Jump and say that I checked and that he's fine. Well, I left him. Yeah. I gotta break off a tiny bit of the cheese and put it in his mouth, and then we'll go. Just to make
like a really disgusting communion wafer.
Well, I was thinking more sort of penicillin while just wiping smelly cheese in his mouth.
Imagine waking up from being knocked out with an incredibly pungent cheese in your mouth. That's not great. No one wants that.
That's mean.
So Rusty, are you going quickly down this tunnel? I would assume.
Yeah, obviously, I guess I'm behind them.
The option is you can go quickly or carefully, as you don't have dark vision. It may be slightly more difficult for you, but you do have light, so that probably counteracts that. But same question: are you going carefully or are you going quickly?
I'm going to go carefully, but I'm going to point the fingers like in my pockets. So I'm like,
cool. As you make
shining the light away.
As you make your way carefully, like a security guard, carefully watching where they're walking as they go through. You don't have to make any checks, but it will take a little time for you to get there. Meanwhile, Jump and Bask bounding and leaping over stalactites and puddles of acid. You are suddenly faced with the brilliant, bright light of day. Cloudy afternoon washes over you. The fog has risen. You can see now, but it's still quite grey and harsh. As your eyes readjust, you can see the Moondancer just off from the coast from where you are.
Really?
It is in disarray.
No!
Mess of bubbling black burn marks streak across the deck, and you hear pained cries coming from above the ship.
Oh!
How far away is it?
It's probably about 50 foot off the docks. It's got to be in the deep water.
50 foot off the docks. That's a long way. Where's the dragon?
Looking about, there is no sign of Caustice. But as you do look around, you see some loose rocks crumbling down from above.
Take a look up. Is there a dragon perched up there?
Immediately above the cave entrance, looking down at you.
Yeah.
Like reverse whack-a-mole.
Yeah. As you look up, you do indeed see green, but not of Caustice the dragon or their acidy breath. You can just about make the goblins scrambling just over the top of the cliff, of this almost impossible climb they've made up the cliff, fleeing for their little lives as a dragon just flew over their head. But it does mean that they've left their boat.
Oh gosh, okay, this is great. We can do it. We can do a boat. We can do a boat. Are the goblins luring the dragon away from us?
There is no sign of Caustice at the moment, but you can tell the line of the scorch, the scar across the Moondancer, is in a direct line away from the cave, in a straight line essentially.
Really? Okay. Oh, let's make it to the boat. What do you think?
I think we should. Yeah, I think we should try and get to the boat while. Yeah. I think that's it. Oh shit! I've only got 4 hit points left. Sorry, I was. Yeah, we should try and get to the boat and get out of immediate danger. But she is like, I cast Hunter's Mark on her. So while we're running for the boat, if Jump can focus on getting us there, then I can focus on trying to spot Caustice before she does more damage.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
I don't mind rowing at all. I don't mind at all, you know. I'm strong, me. I can do it.
I think you would be very good at rowing, and I
Do it.
am very good at shooting. Well, I'm okay.
Let's do it. Are we waiting for Rusty? Let's go to the boat
Whoa.
and hopefully Rusty will catch up with us. Because he said he were fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So jump and bask as you maneuver the goblin's boat
Oh,
past the somewhat out of commission Princess Donut and whatever Travis's boat was called that lie in a collection of flags on the side. You get into the water, the rocky water, and so Jump, you're rowing over. Is that right?
Yep.
you know what? Can we just wait a little way offshore? And I don't want to leave Rusty. Can we run back and see? Because he's following us, right? Can we see the glow of him?
Give me a perception check.
Can we see his glowing fingers in the dark? Because I feel like before we just went, we'd be like, Rusty! Get in the fucking boat! Perception, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
5?
You cannot see any sign of Rusty making their way down the cave. Are you guys waiting, or are you pressing? Jump, you're at the oars.
I've shouted.
Do you know?
Did Rusty hear us shout? Sorry, Jump, go on.
I think I can jump to the ship.
How far can Jump jump?
Jump can jump.
Is it based on your strength?
My strength's
Yeah.
score.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Jump. 57 feet.
So while Jump is saying this, like, Bask is just at the other end of the boat hollering like, Rusty! Rusty! Just increasingly more panicked as Jump starts to, like, get more serious about jumping.
I can do this.
Is this the only time anyone's heard Bask speak at pace? Shouting for Rusty.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off the boat. I'm gonna go 10 feet off the edge of the pier, and I'm gonna.
Oh my
I can do it. Is there any sign of Rusty?
No, not at the moment. You can't even hear the jingling clink of his metal hand as he makes
What do
his
you
way.
reckon? Could be people dying on that ship. I could help them. Is Bask nodding?
If you believe in yourself, Jump, then I also believe in you. But also, do we have rope? Because I might tie this. Have you already gone?
I started, but you stopped me.
Just talking to where Jump was.
Just like a little safety rope, like a life jacket in one hand and a rope in the other. Just like, okay.
No. What were you saying? I got a bit ahead of myself there.
Okay, so
tie it round
I'm gonna tie the little rope around you.
Is it longer than 30 foot?
Yes, it's gotta be more than 50 foot, right?
Yeah, is it a 30-foot rope?
I bet it's a 30-foot rope.
It's a 29.5.
Hempen rope.
If it's all with your starter pack, it'll be 30 foot, yeah.
Oh, fine. I believe in you, Job. Go.
Have I got a rope?
You can
Yes.
just leave.
No. I got a rope. Look, we tie it in middle. I'll tie a knot. There you go. Tie it around me. You ready? You ready? Jump's gonna cast jump. Jump! That's gonna propel me off.
Jab. Can you give us an athletics check for the style
Sweet.
and
The
impressiveness of this
superhero landing that I'm gonna do.
57-foot leap?
18.
18, very nice. I really enjoy the idea of seeing a little tiny jump on the shore and a boat offshore, 50 foot offshore, and this little kobold's like, yeah, I'm gonna jump that. Like, I'll pick you out of the water when you fall in the water, 6 foot from the water. But no,
Hopefully not to trip in my robe and the ankle braces I'm wearing. And
Rusty, you arrive out of the cave at the dock to see the improbable sight of a tiny jump mid-air, flying towards the Moondancer, which it lies scorched, whilst Bask holds on to a, almost at this moment, maybe looking like a kite of some kind, holding on to jump as they go in the air. How does Rusty to react to this completely normal situation?
You don't see that every day, do you? Was that a bird?
is it a flame? No, it's a jump, isn't it?
So is
that was a
Bask
jump.
still there, or is Bask gone with them?
Bask is
With I've
in
got,
the boat,
I've got
right? Just
hold
off
for a rope.
the, yeah. Just off the, well, in the water, basically, I guess.
So has Jump landed on the boat? Or
Yes.
is this conversation happening whilst Jump is still sailing through the air?
This is while
like-
Jump's mid-air jumping, yeah.
Well, Bask, I mean, I'd prefer to row, but if you want to jump, go for it.
No. No.
Rusty,
So I'll take up the oars.
the very shoddily kind of attached to like bits of broken ore, kind of tied together to make a functioning ore these goblins have made on either side, and you can begin rowing. Do you want to make an athletics check for the row?
For the row.
Oh no, that's strength plus athletics, isn't it?
4.
Oh, it's with disadvantage as well. That's a good point, actually.
Well, if you
Can
want
we
me to
get
do it
lower than
again?
a 4?
Oh boy.
17.
17. Oh, that's such a shame. But yeah, feeling the effects of Caustice's weakening breath. Rusty, you try to row. It's difficult work. You just ran the entire length of the cave in a crystal maze like speed marathon, and it's hard work.
Hang on, Bask. Sorry, I think I've got these oars the wrong way around. Hang on a minute.
You're like holding onto the big bits, oaring the little sticks.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, the billowing sails of the Moondancer whoosh with a blast of air as, jetting through the sky, trailing a now limp rope. Jump, you land on the deck of the Moondancer. How does that look? How do you affect your landing?
Splat.
Face first.
Is how Jump does it. But you know, it quickly jumps back up like that didn't happen. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you shake off the effect with no ill effects from your ridiculous bound, and see the deck of the Moondancer. As you look behind yourself, you can see Bask and Rusty making a very surreptitious path towards the Moondancer, left and right. And there is this black scorch mark along the deck of the ship, and at the castle, at the back of the ship, you can see Captain Sartell on their knees in front of what looks like the big burly feet of Flapjack.
No.
Meanwhile, Demi and Raph are at the front of the ship next to Mrs. Flowerpenny, who have all kind of armed themselves and are looking about frantically for danger as they see you land. And Miss Flowerpenny will run over to you, jumping. What's going on, Jam? What's happening?
Dragon, there was a dragon. Who's injured? Anyone injured? I can help.
And they'll look to each other and think, we're fine down this end. It was that end that got the blast. And kind of pointing towards where Captain Sartell and
Okay, I'm gonna race up.
Cool.
See if I can help them.
Haven't we established that Miss Flowerpenny is the head of a secret organisation? So, if she's armed up, woe betide any dragon.
You do indeed see Miss Flowerpenny is wielding a rolling pin in a very malicious-looking manner. There's not been able to find any of the weapons, but Raph seems to have been able to get hold of, Demi, a warhammer, which they seem to have brought on board their honeymoon boat, to which Demi doesn't seem, Demi has, a warhammer, which Raph doesn't seem too excited about. But
a warhammer.
Stops complaining as they kind of think about the situation that they're in, and actually, it's a good call, and draws a short sword that they have. As you run to the back of the boat, you can see.
Miss Flowerpenny, can you tie this to something or help pull my friends in? They're coming on a boat, and then I'll untie it from my waist and I'll go up to where the captain is.
And she, of course, DB, Raph, quickly get hold of this, pull. And the three of them begin to kind of pull towards them as Rusty and Basket, you're like rowing
ready for this.
Side to side, suddenly like propelled towards the boat.
Into the water, splash.
Do you want to make a dexterity saving throw, Bask, as you're propelled forward?
Oh. No. Hang on. Oh, no inspiration. No. I just clearly can't remember how to work roll 20. Sorry. Dexterity saving throw, is it?
Yes, please.
Bosh.
Whoa.
Ooh. Natural 20, baby.
Ooh, what'd you get? What's the total?
25.
25 is just enough to withstand the slight increase of this boat's speed as it's getting pulled.
I feel like it's like basically water skiing at the front of this boat. Like,
Yeah.
That's like, you're like the crowd.
I've got the flow now. I've got it.
Second wind. Got my second wind.
But as the boat's getting pulled and like the front of it propels and you're raised a little bit, it will give you advantage on your perception check as you're keeping an eye out for Caustice. Where are you looking for Caustice?
Like everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay,
Right,
cool. Look in the boat. Make sure they're not in the boat. Yeah, can you give me a perception check with advantage?
They might be like looking underneath Rusty, making sure that like. So it's a
Under
10.
Cape.
Oh my god.
And a 9.
And a 9. Looking
So
around,
good.
you scour the skies and the water and the cliff behind you, and there's no sign of Caustice at the moment. As the boat is getting towed towards the Moondancer, Rusty, Jump, you make your way up to the castle to go and see the wounded ones, is that correct?
That's right, yeah. Who's wounded? I can help, maybe.
And Captain Sartell will turn like double take to see you kind of there. Jump, where did you come from?
I jumped from shore, weren't too far.
What?
So who can I help? Times are wasting.
Flapjack's he's taken it pretty bad, and she steps away from like her kneeling position over him, and you can see he's on the floor, and he's got this scorch mark right across his chest.
Oh no, you took it bad, didn't you?
And Captain Sartell has a similar one along her arm that she's kind of like moving her arm away, but she's not
Here, this one's for you, and I'll give her my healing potion, and I'll gently lay my claws on Flapjack.
And, as you do, Captain Sartell goes, no, wait.
I gotta touch him to heal him, like.
It's not gonna work. You've got to. Here, and that kind of gives you the potion back. We've got to get ready. That thing's coming back. I'm sure of it.
It is. It's coming back to kill you. Why don't you want me to heal him? I'm gonna put my hands on him.
You put your hands on him to.
And heal him.
How many?
Or attempt to.
Are you going to attempt to heal him?
I'm gonna attempt to heal him. Shall I cast it?
Yeah, you can do. You can definitely cast the spell.
Whether it'll work or not. Let's just cast it. 5 points of healing for him.
And you see like the some of the wounds like inside seem to kind of like at a deep level seem to kind of like heal up a little bit, like you've seen before, but it seems to be not quite the same reaction you've seen maybe a lot of times you've done that kind of magical healing. But as you lay your hands onto Flapjack, you feel searing pain in your hands as you take 4 points of acid damage.
Oh, acid! You tried to warn me, didn't you?
And she'll look at you and be like, he'll heal himself in time. We just gotta wait for a little while. Where are the others?
Oh, they're coming on little boat goblets loaned to us. It's coming back. His dragon. Dragon's name's Caustice. She got it in for us.
Oh, I can tell. Goblets. Anyway, we need to get ready.
Yeah. Is the big bow and arrow shooty thing ready?
That is at the other end of the boat where Demi, Raph, and Mrs. Flowerpenny are so kind of next to it, pulling towards it.
I reckon.
I don't know how they get on.
I reckon it's time to do some big shooting, isn't it? Really? But I can't now because my hands are all burned. Well, I hope. Do you can still have a healing potion? You're all right. I'm not going to hold it against you.
She'll like continue to push it towards you because you're a little tiny kobold, and she's like, no, I've had worse than this. Don't you worry about it.
All right, if you're sure, but you know what proud people are like. They're dead stupid. It's a kobold saying.
Meanwhile,
right.
Rusty and Basque, the boats, the Chocolatey Claire, Princess Chocolatey Claire, not quite Princess Donut, manages to make it to the side of the Moondancer, and Raph will throw down like a net rope, a net ladder, sorry, for you guys to climb up again, and you can make it with some ease onto the deck of the damaged deck of the Moondancer, as you see the scorch mark all the way across the center of it. What are you guys doing?
Hey, you made it. That were right quick.
Well, yeah. Once I got the oars the right way around and put them in the water, we picked up a bit of speed quite quick.
I knew you was a good rower.
Yeah, well, I've been around boats all my life, and
So, where's Dragon? I'm gonna go up. Can I climb up the the mast to the crow's nest, maybe?
Yes, but as you
Each time going, oh,
as you make your way to the base of the crow's nest, the mast. There we go. That's the word.
Yep.
the lower crow's nest. With Rusty and Basque finally climbing aboard, you see coming towards you from the prow of the boat is the dark image of Caustice.
Don't need to go up there. Look, there she is.
Seconds away.
Is that thing ready yet to fire at her?
As you look over towards Raph and Demi Warhammer in hand, is running towards the front of the boat, ready to try and take on Caustice, whilst Miss Flowerpenny seems to be kind of like bracing themselves for impact.
Okay.
What are the three
We
you
got
guys doing?
time. We got time to cast a bless.
You got time to do one thing before
Bless.
Caustice arrives. Cool.
Bless on Demi. Bless on Bask. Bless on Rusty.
That's a plus 1d4, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. Bask, what are you doing in this moment before, as everyone turns to see Caustice nigh on inches away from arriving at the boat?
I am going to try and shoot her, and I'm going to aim for her, because she was hurt. Like, wasn't there a bit where I already hit her before?
Yes. You've hit her
I'm gonna
shoulder,
aim.
but she does have a wound that you noticed
Yeah.
on her side. She's coming dead at you, so this would have to be a shot taken after, if they keep on flying, or if they land and turn around, that kind of business.
Okay, I'm going to try and take it anyway.
Cool. So you can prepare an action to shoot if you get a chance to see their weak spot, I guess. Rusty, what are you doing?
How far away is Caustice?
It's about to basically it's on like a missile trajectory towards the front of the boat, so it's probably about 80 foot away, but in a second or two it's going to be on top of the boat.
I'm going to wait until it's 60 foot away, and then cast Toll of the Dead.
Cool. So you're holding on for Toll Dead. Excellent stuff. Right. So as Caustice comes flying by, ripping across the surface of the water. Which is a thing I can do. 1 second. I've kind of forgotten about this.
Oh, that's an amazing picture.
Cool.
She looks pleased to see us.
Ripping across the surface of the water, you see Caustice, and as she goes blasting like over the ship, she just unleashes this malt of acid. Rusty, do you want to do your check? Your spell, sorry, your Toll the Dead.
Oh, right, sorry. I was like, check for what?
Check, please.
She's been injured, hasn't she? So she takes 1d12.
Oh, nice. That's very cool. What does Toll the Dead look like for Rusty?
Ooh.
Or is it sound like, I guess? I don't know. How does it work?
Well, Rusty, as we know, can speak most languages, including Draconic. So he's going to just sort of cup his hands in a really magical way.
just saying the words "ding dong" in Draconic.
He's going to question how proud her parents would be of her.
Oh, nice.
No. I'm going to say whatever the Draconic word for like veer or divert, or kind of, like a warning sound. Left a bit.
What does
just shout the word? Oh no, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say you should just shout basic and Draconic.
Yeah, basic.
Oh, how funny! Standard.
Standard dragon.
Standard dragon.
What does Caustice got to do?
You point at one creature you can see within range. The sound of a bell fills the air. For a moment, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
What kind of bell is it for Rusty? Is it like a big bong or a or is it like a Nokia ringtone?
It's like this huge, like cast iron bell that goes.
Oh, I love it.
Caustice has rolled a 4.
What?
What's it versus my spell?
Yeah, well, I'm guessing it's going to be higher than 4.
Yeah.
At least 8.
Yeah, I think it's 8 plus something. So
Yeah.
I haven't actually got it filled out, but yeah, I'm fairly sure it's more than 4. So was it 1d12 necrotic?
Yes. If you're in roll 20, I think you can just click it and it'll roll it, but I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Click over the spell.
Exciting times.
Living on the edge.
Is Clicker the spell related to Pepper the Dwarf?
Oh no! I'm just telling you about it repeatedly.
Yeah, it's also giving you a spell save of 0, which I have beaten, so I don't know it's right.
It's on your main page in core.
It would be if I had filled it in. I'll just roll 1d12.
Just roll 1d20, yeah, and I will sort that out for you in the very near future. 3.
3.
3 points of echoing damage, and you see maybe the slightest twitch in Caustice's head as she unleashes this. Bane's a different thing to Bless, isn't it? She hasn't got -d4 to her. Oh, she failed anyway. What am I talking about? I was trying to see if Jump's thing did something there, but slightest twitch in her head as she hears this noise. But she just unleashes this absolute moat of acid right across the deck of the boat. You see Demi running towards hammer high, like, into the flames of acid. Raph trailing right behind as Miss Flowerpenny dives out the way. The 3 of you got to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh gosh! Don't forget to add your D4.
You add your
You
D4.
don't need bad D4s. Look at those.
I'm going to add it anyway.
I got a 13.
Oh, you don't get
to roll that.
You didn't get a bonus D4, do you?
No.
I
I
got
had it on advantage.
No, it's okay. Take the first one. That's fine. That's no worries. You can add a D4 if you want.
Do I need to?
You do not need to. No. It's fine.
Save it for later.
It's more than one use, right? Is that right? Is it every turn? Am I thinking of guidance? Oh, no, bless.
No, it's every turn, yeah.
Every turn you get to use
awesome.
those, which is very, very cool. As you take 4 damage each from this moat of acid that washes over you. You all saved, and I rolled very poorly as the acid is washing over you. Most of it, though, you notice as the acid kind of like whoosh, cloud whooshes past and Caustice goes zipping across over the deck, like narrowly missing the what's the thing called, the big long
mast.
There we go. Don't know why I've forgotten the word mast today. As Caustice goes zipping across, narrowly missing the mast, you see Raph grab onto Demi and pull him back at the last second, avoiding the fire, and like you see like the front end of his warhammer kind of get melted off in this blast of acid.
Oh my gosh.
As the rest of the splatter lands, unfortunately, on the ballista at the front of
Oh, no, it
the
doesn't.
Moondancer. You see it it's not melted it entirely, but it has definitely had an effect. What are you guys doing as Caustice goes zipping past you?
Oh,
Question.
gosh.
What happens when you get down to 0 hit points?
You fall unconscious and start making death saving throws.
Okay, so I'm going to fall unconscious.
Oh no! Oh, you had an attack. You had an attack you were able to make. Oh, no.
I did.
Oh.
Whose fault is that, Jay?
It's Caustice's fault. You guys should kill her.
Wow.
Caustice isn't on the fence about attacking or talking.
Yeah, that's true. You can tell by her Instagram picture to your right. It's a selfie that she's got. So, what do you do as Bask falls to the ground, covered in acidy scorch marks?
So, what do we do?
He's not injured. He just it was just one lot of goo too many, and he's just no, I'm done.
I think what we will do actually before we do this, for the sake of keeping things ordered, we will do initiative rolls. So, because it's truly kicking off, you select a token in the thingy. It should be at the bottom, and click initiative, and it should be able to do your initiative properly. Let's see if we can get it to work properly. Just the once.
Do I still get to roll initiative?
You do.
There you go. Updated it.
What did you get for initiative, Caustice?
The same as I did.
Oh no!
Maybe Bask fell on Rusty, and they just both died.
We both got natural ones and had +3.
Still on you, jump.
So I'm gonna
Party
put Rusty,
MVP.
I'm gonna put Rusty ahead of Bask because they're conscious. And Caustice, of course, is going to get in there as well. And I'll put the crew in under.
Oh dear, this is not turning out good.
Sending order. So, the captain's up first and comes sprinting down to the deck, having left Flapjack up on the surface. As they kind of the wind, the sails are still ruffling from the blast of courses going sailing by. She says, we need to do something about it. Is the ballista okay? And Raph and Demi kind of look over to it and it's taking a hit. It's going to take some work.
How much work? How much time do you need? Maybe we can talk her down.
Oh, I don't know about that, but if you can, and Raph will join in. If you can help us, we might be able to do it quicker, or you can hold them off. It'll buy us more time. This is a new situation for me.
So let's see what we can do for you. Oh, I've got a stupid plan.
You don't see Caustice again. You don't see them soaring through the air and like that. They've just gone right past. And Jump, it's your go. If you guys do want a second to have a plan, you can feel free to do that.
All out of ideas.
I'm gonna throw the healing potion to Rusty that I've got. Here, feed this to Bask. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna jump on her when she comes past. Won't that be heroic? Wanna go down in tails? That's what I'm gonna do. 3 hit points left.
Oh my gosh. You clamber up the mast, and there's no sign of Caustice as you look around at the moment. The skies are clear. Rusty.
Can I? Oh, I've used my action, haven't I, to throw the?
No, this is a little bit loosey goosey with.
Can I heal myself a little bit more?
Yes.
It's my actual action.
Yeah, that's all cool.
Fantastic, thank you. Oh, 8. Good. This is good.
Bask, you technically can do a death saving throw if you want to, or you can. Well. Oh no, actually, Rusty's first. What am I running with that? Because Bask was faster. There we go. Yeah. Rusty, what are you up to? Jump has passed you a healing potion. Bask lies on the floor.
Well, being slightly faster than an unconscious cat, I'm going to catch the healing potion and pop cork and gently try and pour it in.
Cool. Yeah, you can brush Bask's whiskers aside.
Oh.
I try not to get potion on your whiskers. I'm sorry.
Don't know if anybody's ever fed a cat close up with the little thing that they do. drinking down the potion.
Don't claw me! Don't claw me!
It's Jump's potion being fed by Rusty, and Bask, you're the one receiving it. Who's rolling for the health? Everyone's got a hand in this.
Roll 2d4 plus 2.
Who's going for it?
What are we rolling?
2d4 plus 2.
I think Bask should do it.
I was going to say, I think Rusty should do it.
It's
Rusty,
your
you do it.
stomach.
Go on, Rusty. It'll reflect the accuracy of your paw.
So what is it? 2D
2d4. Not in the eyes,
Plus.
Rusty.
Go for the eyes.
Oh no, that's
Go
wrong.
for the that was a good heal by a Jump as well. How did you do?
Oh, that was. Oh, good God!
I got 2 natural ones for a total of 4.
It's as many as I started the round with, so
That is true.
That's pretty.
As
We're
Bask,
doing
you
okay.
awaken all of a sudden with 4 hit points and the
And
Rusty
potion all
feeding.
around your mouth.
just more stuff, more
I
goo.
wasn't- I wasn't sure which
Another
bit to put it in,
substance.
so I just splashed.
Like anointed. There's a potion everywhere.
Thank you.
Anything else you're doing, Rusty?
I'm going to try and shelter Bask. I'm bigger than Bask on that. If we
Aw.
are almost the same size.
Bask's pretty big
I
boy,
think-
so I don't know.
Okay, I got a cape as well. use
Probably
mine.
about the same. Oh yeah, it's true. You do have a cape, which is pretty unbeatable.
Aww.
That kind of thing.
And my backpack filled with a backpack as well.
Got backpack redundancies down to the ground.
Meta pack.
I like that.
Bask, so you awaken with a wet mouth and Rusty covering you with with their cape.
Oh boy!
What are you doing?
Just need
So he's
to
probably
know
going to take a
something.
moment to be like, So we can't see Caustice, can we? And can I see Jump trying to climb up the mast?
Yes, jumps well up the way of the mast now.
You can see me
And have it-
quite clearly.
Just like here.
I don't know. Like, appreciate what you've done for me, but I'm not looking at you in the face for the rest of the game.
Gosh.
Having seen Caustice just Jump giggling away.
I've got a terrible mind. Just-
So, having seen Caustice do like a pass of the ship,
Yes.
and knowing that I didn't manage to get my shot off when I wanted to, would I know that if I maybe got to the mast, I'd have a better chance of getting to her injured side, or
You've got by far the best view, the best like angle of attack from the crow's nest. Second best would probably be up on the castle with the injured Flapjack. Third probably would be at the very prow of the ship in front of the repairing ballista.
okay, I'm gonna go stand in front of the repairing ballista.
Cool. How are
Good.
you?
Yeah.
Standing there heroically, or are you? What are you?
More grumpily than heroically, I would think. Like, probably like sweetness at the ready.
What fur isn't covered in acid or jam or potion, blowing in the wind. a few isolated patches that are still unstickied, like blowing in the wind.
Fucked up.
Yeah. Cool. You see Raph and Demi rapidly working on the surface of the ballista. They're kind of pulling on, like the bolt has melted in place, and they're kind of like trying to yank it free to put a new one in. and the string is kind of broken. You see Raph trying to quickly string it together, and Miss Flowerpenny like kind of basically going between them, trying to work out what she can do to be helpful, and probably distracting both of them.
Could I? Sorry, I know I've just said what I was going to do,
No,
but if I were to change my mind, like because I've got a crossbow, would I know anything about fixing them? Would I be able to help?
A ballista is basically a big old crossbow with more parts involved. So you can definitely help if you want to use your action to help. It'll increase the speed that the ballista is repaired.
You just hold it up. It's like this, but bigger.
It's like a demonstration model.
As inspiration, this is what it'll look like when it's fixed. No, I'm going to try and shoot her. She's wronged me. And
okay, cool.
She's wronged me and she's hurt Flapjack. And I'm covered in goo. So...
Cool. Jump. As you clamber to the top of the well, not to the top of the crow's nest, into the crow's nest. I'm guessing they're not going to clamber on the little rim at the very top of the
I am.
It's for the sake of it.
I totally am, yeah. Because I'm getting ready to jump.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. One hand is holding onto the mast.
Oh, nice.
The rest is poised.
That is very cool.
2 spells, 11 hit points, and a spear in the free hand.
Can you give me...
No, not a spear. My poo stone.
Such a turnaround.
Third around. My stone of poo.
Just imagine 300, but instead of holding spears.
It's vaguely spherical.
This is Sparta.
Oh God.
Sorry, let's move on. Can you give me a perception check jump with advantage, as you are up in the crow's nest? You've got good view.
I'm not good at perception.
What do your kobold
13.
eyes perceive?
My
13.
kobold eyes squinting in the daylight.
You see, you scan the skies, and there's no sign of Caustice. But as you look down to the ocean surface, you can see a line of white, kind of jet water flowing along. And as it gets closer, you can see the shadowy shape of wings beating underneath the waves, propelling itself under the water.
In the water, under. Left hand side. Right hand side. That side.
That side. And as Caustice nears, you see one big flap of the wings, and she bursts out of the surface and glides just over the water towards the Moondancer once again. You can tell this time her chest and her mouth isn't glowing green.
Is it because she's been in water?
A blast coming.
How far away is she from me?
She is nearing the boat with rapid speed. Are you going to try and time your jump to jump on her?
On my turn, absolutely will do.
Cool. It is your turn. She is approaching.
Oh, wait.
What are you?
Yeah,
What are you doing to predict the timing?
I could say jumps counting.
Okay.
She's not. She's looking at the wing flaps. She's going to time it for when the wings are down, so she's not going to be buffeted off.
Cool.
Essentially, she's not really going to time it because that's the reason why the foreman kicked her out. Really, because she wasn't really good at counting in the imperial system that the kobolds use.
The Caustice heads towards the boat. Are you jumping your ridiculous jump range towards them, or are you?
Certainly am.
Are you waiting until they are nearby to jump on?
Does it look like they're going to be within 19 feet ever?
They are. They're going to be maybe not 19 feet distance, but they as a drop down, they are coming directly into the boat, towards the boat, basically.
Hell no, because they're going to damage the boat more. Jumping, using the spell jump.
Cool.
Jumps.
Jump.
Because my aim is to turn her away from destroying the boat.
Ooh, that
and
is
my
a
friends.
tall order.
I
The-
know, which is why I'm going in. First of all, I'm going in spear first, if I can, and then I'm going to do a poo splatter spell on my next turn if I live.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to do a
Athletics. No?
probably will be athletics, yeah, to make that bound.
Performance to make it extra no, not performance. It's thinking about it.
Here we go.
Shall I press again? Oh, it's all come through at once.
Okay.
Regardless, it was 16.
16. Cool.
The first one is 16. I did it with disadvantage by accident.
Oh right.
Yeah.
You bound out of the off the. Are you doing your traditional jumping cry?
I would love to do my draconic cry as a bonus action if I could.
Ooh, very interesting.
Have you
Which
still got your
is-
poo in your hand?
Yeah. Spear in one hand, poo in the other hand, draconic cry. Let's be having you then. In draconic. You're just a big lizard. Well, we're all just big lizards, I suppose. And carry on.
And you estimate the jump well enough.
Well enough.
You aren't able to aim to a point that will, as you land on Caustice, it diverts their attention. But you manage to just about land in time onto the back of Caustice. Are you landing? Did you say spear?
I do
Spear-wise?
because I need to stay on her.
You can make a spear attack with advantage as you have bound onto the back of Caustice.
Spear one-handed. I'm only one-handing it. Oh god, natural 20.
Amazing.
Are you sure I can't divert her? Just a little bit.
As you, what kind of damage are you doing to the Caustice with this spear attack? That is very impressive.
Oh, how do I... what's... Ooh.
Spears are for damage. they're a medium
Oh.
of transport.
I rolled a 1d6 plus 4. I rolled a...
It'll
What does
be
that mean?
2d6 one plus your modifier.
Oh, so I need to add another d6 on
Yeah.
that. God, so exciting. Oh, I rolled another 6, so that's
Oh,
a
nice.
19, 25. No,
25
15.
damage.
15
Man.
points of damage. It's a simple spear. Tis a
Oh.
simple spear held by a simple kobold.
16 points, did you say?
Yes.
Cool.
15.
15. Still, still a big impact.
It is for a spear.
And you feel the impact as you hear Caustice cry out, not in her voice, but in like a draconic cry. What does your draconic cry do, by the way?
Oh, all allies within 10 feet of me. It's just for show. Start of next turn, you and your allies have advantage on attack rolls
Cool.
against any of those enemies that can hear me.
Nice. That's really, really cool.
It has to be 10 feet though, so
10 feet. They are in 10 feet of you, or the allies are in 10 feet?
the allies are in
Oh,
10
okay,
feet.
yeah, that's
No,
probably
hang
a bit of a
on.
tall order.
Hang on, no. Enemies within 10 feet and allies that can hear me
Excellent. Yeah,
gain
that works.
advantage.
That works. As you cry out your draconic cry, bounding from the mast of the Moondancer,
Be having you then.
Rusty, you'll see the Captain Sartell on the on the deck looking at it. What the bloody? As Jump lives up to their name, jumping over towards Caustice, crying out in pain as the spear impales on their neck, and they do not veer away left or right away from the Moondancer, but they do veer down with the impact of Jump and splush into the water and
Hold
underneath
breath.
the Moondancer. As Jump, you are pulled under with, obviously still attached to
I'm
to
holding on.
Caustice.
God, just look up underwater stuff now.
Rusty, you have just seen Caustice's next attack run be diverted dramatically by jumping on their back. Meanwhile, Demi and Raph are frantically trying to work out this contraption, this ballista. What are you up to?
Oh, I don't know. I've got options. Options.
Options, my dearie.
My options, I'm thinking, is I could either run up to the crow's nest and try and keep track of said dragon and other dragon to aid the crossbow firing. I could see if I could run up the ship and try and jump on the dragon as it goes under. Is it coming back out the side, or?
You've seen it go under. You don't know quite yet whether it's going to come out the other side, where it's going to come out the other side. So it'll be a timed guess if it is going to work.
I think Rusty's worried about jump, so he's gonna try and get on there and aid jump.
Cool.
So I'm gonna do. Is it step? Yeah, step of the wind.
So a lot you've got jumping stuff as well.
Run and jump
Jumping
and jump
stuff.
and run.
Yeah. Bask, is everything sorted now?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, maybe not. It looked like it was charging for a second, but let me see. Yeah, it says it's plugged in by the battery, so I assume it's working.
No worries.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Rusty, as you see Jump dive under the water on the back of Caustice on one side of the boat, sprint to the other side and jump. What does your step of the wind give you?
Dash, disengage, or dash action.
Cool.
On your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Oh, nice. Cool. Okay. Yeah, a dash and a double jump is pretty good. You get some good distance on it. What are you going to use to try and work out the timing? Is it going to be intelligence? Is it going to be like survival for like how long it would stay under normally, or what are you going to do?
I mean, Rusty's been in or around boats, and I would have thought he'd have a good estimate of how wide they are, and and yeah. Obviously, he doesn't know how fast dragons go, but
Well, he's going to go for the biggest jump you can.
I'm going to try. Yeah, I think I'm going to go like a 45-degree angle so I get distance and height to give me time.
Nice. Go for an athletics check. Your big jump.
Four.
Is that with it's with advantage, sorry, because you've used your dash and your stuff.
Oh, okay. Should I just roll it again?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, that's a bit more like
Better.
As you see, like, if you were still in the crow's nest now, you'd see the underwater silhouette of Caustice go under the Moondancer, as Rusty makes their way across the deck, leaps out into nothing, into the ocean essentially, as hoping to land on the back of Caustice as they rise back out of the water for another attack. But Rusty, you feel the cold rush of water and a splash as you hit the ocean. Caustice does not rise out of the water, but as you splash into the ocean, you can see, maybe with your pointed laser fingers, the dark silhouette under the water moving towards you rapidly, of the glowing eyes and the face of Caustice rapidly moving towards you under the water.
Lord.
On the back, I imagine being bedraggled along on the end of a spear, is Jump, potentially within arm's reach. What are you going to do?
I'm going to attempt to grab the spear.
Ooh, okie dokie.
2 of us on the spear. Excellent.
You can call that dexterity check, a sleight of hand maybe if you've got it, or potentially acrobatics.
Now, I might be pushing the laws of D&D physics here.
Give me a pitch.
Well, I've got the ability to deflect missiles, so I'm guessing I could be pretty good at catching things that are moving quite fast. Are we pushing the realms here, or are we?
I would give you a sleight of hand check with, I'll call it a +1, because that is pushing it.
I'll take that, yeah.
Dragon a missile.
Well, no, technically the javelin.
Fear
is
on
in it. Oh, I got 22 + 1 for 23.
23! Oh, amazing. As Jump bedraggled in the water, getting pulled along, you see like a whoosh in the distance that comes rapidly closer towards you as the dragon moves through the water, and feel the spear like rattle suddenly, and maybe almost dislodge, but not quite.
I'm glad it was a good hit.
Yeah, it was a good hit, which is very, very fortunate. As now there are being dragged through the water 2 of the Jammy Dodgers aboard Caustice.
Join us, Bask. Join us. There's room for more.
Jump, jump, jump.
Jump and Rusty, your breath begins to wane thin as
3 minutes.
water rushes past your faces, and the light and the air washes over you as the water sprays either side, as Caustice bursts from the water, flying sidelong against the cliffs of Scrumberry, heading up and around. Bask, you see Caustice leaving the water with a Rusty and a Jump upon her back. What are you doing?
So, anyone attacking has advantage on attack rolls.
Ooh.
Is this the moment when I finally get to attack her?
Please do it.
I really want to.
You roll a D, any D, you want to,
Any D.
and choose either evens or odds
Oh.
Okay.
before you roll.
I'm gonna
No.
I'm gonna do a D12,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna do evens.
Cool. Odds.
Fuck you.
Caustice
Yeah.
is flying left to right, and her wounded side is not visible.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do it anyway.
Excellent stuff. Where are you taking this shot? Are you you're still on the prow of the ship, right?
I'm still on the prow of the ship, just like, what are they doing?
What are they doing?
Aim between the fingers.
Like runway lights, kind of like. Just a disco
I
on
think
top of Caustice.
That's kind of like, if they can hit Caustice with a Jump and a Rusty, I am enough of a marksman to hit her with an arrow.
A little bit of anxiety inducing, isn't it?
It's horrendous.
Like, oh my god, this could go wrong.
Okay,
You
so she's
got-
already got Hunter's Mark on her, right?
The preferred enemy, what it was called, yeah, favored foe, or something like that. Which does extra damage, as well as your magical thingy business. But you've got to hit first,
Oh, that's good for-
is the main thing. She's rapidly moving towards the edge of your comfortable range, and towards your uncomfortable range.
Does a 21 plus 2 hit?
23, traditionally known as. 23 does hit. You do have advantage if you want to try and get a special hit.
Okay. So you can't take my 23 away from me.
I can and I will. No, I can't. It's advantage, it's not disadvantage.
Wicked.
absolute monster, right?
Oh,
Nice.
23, 25 to hit.
25. Excellent stuff. As you're at the prow of the boat, you've got Sweetness aiming towards the rapidly moving Caustice off in the distance. Tell us what it looks like as you fire this shot.
It looks like, so Bask pulls it back, takes the shot, and we fly with the arrow through Rusty's signalling fingers over Jump's shoulder straight into Caustice.
And the bolts, you Jump and Rusty, you both feel the thunk of this jolt as the bolt slams into Caustice, piercing their scales, piercing their armor.
Is it literally in between the two of us and like...
Yeah. Rusty's now got a joystick to hold on to rather than the spear. And as the camera follows the bolt launching towards Caustice, like as the two of them meet midair, you see what do we see swarming around the bolt? Is it what kind of critters has Bask summoned?
I think he's probably gone with glow. I was going to say glow bugs. That's not fireflies. Is the term.
Glowbugs.
Fireflies. Normally he would go with seagulls, but I feel like we had enough darkness in the cave, so we're gonna stick with our fireflies.
And Rusty and Jump, as you close up and personal, see the impact of this bolt, and the fireflies kind of like sting and like flutter off as it does 17 points of damage to Caustice. And you, like, for a moment, you both feel weightlessness as she kind of like loses her flow of flaps and like falls, catches herself and starts flying again. Meanwhile, the crew around you, Bask, of the Moondancer, are rapidly trying to, like, you can see like they've cleared the bolt and they're looking around now. They need another bolt to replace it with. The Raph has finished the bow. Demi has finished repairing the mechanism. It's ready to fire. It just needs a bolt. Meanwhile, Caustice, you see her like reeling left and right with a spear in like her neck as the spear in the back, and a jolt not too far away from it. As she hisses against the wind rushing past you both, she hisses, "You want to ride on me? Then let's ride!" And with a huge, powerful beat of her wings, her flight, Bask, you can see in the distance, makes an almost 90-degree turn upwards as she just soars towards the sky and begins to spin as the two of you hang on top. You both give me strength saving throws, unless you've got something else to offer me on it.
On disadvantage at strength.
You do have disadvantage on strength.
Does it have to be a saving throw? Can it be athletics to athletically?
I think this is her trying to literally flip you guys off.
Okay, so don't forget your extra D4.
You do have a D4, yeah.
I did pass my concentration check when I got damaged. So let's try it.
Strength saving throw.
Yes.
I rolled an 11. So I want to use Favoured by the Gods.
Ooh. What does that give you?
I'm gonna draw upon a deep well of something inside, and Jump's scales just glow like the sunrise very, very briefly as she draws upon this power. I can roll a 2d4 and add it to my total.
2d4, wow. I love the idea that Jump, as you reach the new heights with upon the back of Caustice, as they break through the clouds, in the distance you see the sun over the horizon gleam slightly.
And I just get inspiration from it. 17.
17, excellent stuff.
Excellent.
Rusty, how did you do?
I got an 11, but I got a 4 on my D4 for 15. So.
15 and a 17. The DC to hang on was 12, which is amazing because they both originally rolled 11, which was both devastating and hilarious. You both have pulled it through with blessings and godly help to hang. What does it look like? You guys hang on as Caustice desperately spins, heading vertically up, trying to hold.
I think we look a bit like a Catherine wheel when it's spinning round. You just see a red streamer going round. And what colour would Rusty be? Like a brownish,
probably vomit colour.
brownish smear. Vomit spraying out.
And without propulsion, her spin begins to kind of turn to a straight arc, and she levels out again and flaps. And you see her booking her head wildly as she realizes the two of you are still on. And you guys are very high right now. Jump, it's your go. Not in a good way.
Oh my god, we reached the apex of where she realizes we're still on. I've got one hand clasped around the spear. One hand is holding a very soft, slightly disintegrating ball of poo. The ball of poo starts glowing the colour of the sunrise, and Jump slams it down. Last spell slot, 2nd level spell. Casting. Guiding bolt at 2nd level.
Wow.
Radiance streaks out
Is it a
from
attack
Jump's
roll? Is it
poo
a
smashed hand. It's a spell attack roll, yeah.
saving?
Which I think I have advantage on because I did my heroic roar.
Yes, yeah.
So.
Counts as an attack roll. A spell attack roll is an attack roll.
Yes. Oh boy. Let's see if I can hit. Oh, I think I just rolled. What did I just roll there?
Yeah.
Did I roll a nat 1? Let's do it again properly.
Is that not one? Let's have a look.
I rolled an 18. It was a nat 1.
It wasn't that one.
Oh,
an
Lord of
18
mercy.
will
Yes,
hit.
that hit. I'm casting
Got for advantage.
level, which means spell's damage adds another 1d6. Let's go back to the spell. I'll just roll it normally first, and then I'll add 2nd level. Boop. Oh my god, what is that? That's 13 points of damage plus
13 points of radiant
no
damage.
plus 4 17.
17 points of radiant damage. Cool.
Yeah.
As the glow against her like black scales, I imagine, like just sparkling,
Yeah.
rippling along her, like kind of thing along her scales.
Yeah,
As
Awesome.
Poo splattered, it just glows out from my hand, the colour of the sunrise, which I can see in the distance.
it's so opposed to her dark imagery. And you again, this huge, like, this, both of you just lose gravity for a second as she screeches out in pain, like just about manages to catch her again, like still hasn't fallen that far, but in fact you could feel it as the wind went from under her sails, literally, and the continuing to kind of flap along. You can tell that Caustice is massively weakened. Rusty, it's your go.
Well, as I successfully guided Bask's bolt in between my fingers, I'm guessing it's within arm reach of me while I'm holding onto the spear.
Yeah.
I am going to punch the shit out of that bolt and try and force it further in.
Oh, nice. You're doing some.
Would I be able to do a flurry of blows with that as well?
100%, yeah.
He's just gonna just lost it now, and he's just
Go for it. Lay waste to the back of Caustice's head.
You had you don't have advantage anymore because I've had my go. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Let's go. A 6.
A 6, unfortunately, is well, you can't miss it. It's right in front of you, but you punch like one of the scales that hasn't been fractured, and just like yeah. You still get to do a flurry of blows.
You can spend 1 key point to make another 2 attacks.
You do 3 for the price of 1, baby.
That was a 19.
19 definitely hits. So you
Nice.
hit the mark perfectly.
6.
For 6 points of damage. Excellent stuff. And she cries as the bolt kind of goes further in.
The last final fist is 11.
11. Again, you hit it again, like spot on, but it doesn't go any further. And it feels like you've gotten this thing as deep as it can do. But she still yells in pain. You fools! You'll all pay for this! She rolls and kind of trying to, like, almost like a bat, kind of like the hectic kind of flying of trying to stay up after being so badly wounded. Bask, on the deck of the Moondancer, you see an argument between Demi and Raf as Captain Sartell kind of seems to try and usher them apart. And is that you take the shot? You're much better than I am. As
So cute.
the Miss Flowerpenny loads this huge bolt into place. It's the last one, I'm afraid. It's the only one I could find. And pops
Oh my god.
into the bolt.
I have such a crush on Miss Flowerpenny.
As Demi says, no, I can't take. I'm no good with this kind of thing. Bask, what are you gonna
Oh.
Take the shot.
Eeny, miny, mo. I'll take a shot. Yeah.
Take the shot.
And everyone turns to you and looks down at the crossbow. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and they all step away from it and
No pressure.
Demi will crank the bolts while Miss Flowerpenny pulls back the thing, and it takes 3 actions to operate a ballista, and it is it takes 3 actions as in 3 people, so you can do it within one round of 3 people. So Miss Flowerpenny's done one part, Demi's done the other, and the third part, triggering the firing part. Bask, they all step back, and as you, at the end of Bask's crosshair at the end of this thing, you can see just in the distance, way up high, Caustice.
Got this.
I'm gonna have to take the shot.
Do
Take
it.
the shot.
Do it.
Okay.
It's the same
Let's
roll
try
as
it.
your you still get your range attack bonus to it, so it'll be the same roll as your what's it called?
Roll a crossbow.
Crossbow, yeah. Sweetness, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay. So he's going to be trying to do the thing, where he casts his spell, but closes his eyes. He's going to be doing that, but not closing his eyes, just really wanting to.
Is the swarm still around the bolt area? Or...
I think it comes out each time, so you can actually imbue this bolt with the swarm if you want to.
I will do, and this is going to be seagulls, I think. Oh, it's taken a long time to roll. It's ominous. That good?
What do we get?
10.
10. The bolt goes shooting out, flying across the sky. Jump and Rusty, you hear the as the bolt kind of launches from down below, and hear the whistling sound as this huge metal shaft comes streaking towards Caustice. But Caustice hears it as well and twists their body so that the shot doesn't kind of catch them. But as it does, Rusty and Jump, you both hear a terrible ripping noise as the bolt cut through both of Caustice's wings, and you both feel the pressure of the wind suddenly begin to go rushing past your hair. Well, do either of you have hair?
No.
Rushing through your clothes. As Caustice once again screams out in pain as the 3 of you plummet towards the surface of the ocean. And Jump, it's your go. What do you do?
Do you know something? As we're falling, I am going to attempt to do some weird kind of swinging around the spear in Caustice as we're going down. to really hurt her. To cause as much damage as I can.
You see her neck turning with with the
Yep.
spear.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Cool.
I assume I can swim. I don't know. We'll find out.
It's a long way down though. Is the worry, I guess.
Well, hopefully this thing will splat first, and then something miraculous will happen. Looking down at the ground, thinking, "Oh."
Rusty, as you are falling, Jump is doing some sort of elaborate pole dance, which is not expected on the
Around
back
me
of the
while I'm still holding on to it.
Blood splashing everywhere.
As you are falling, plummeting towards the ocean, Rusty, what do you do?
See, I don't know whether Rusty would be so in the moment. Would he notice, maybe? Or would he be so engrossed on trying to hit this bolt in?
This is you've gone from sitting on top of a dragon to holding onto the back of a dragon, and your horizon's gone from sky to water, as it is falling.
So he knows that they're falling.
Yeah. Moondancer's getting awful big.
Rusty's going to swear a lot.
Just goes whipping up into the sky and swear words behind him.
And then cast Shield of Faith on John.
Oh, very nice.
Oh.
Did we say that looks like shells? Did we say that in the past, or was it? I forgot what it was.
No, like bubbles, blowing bubbles out of a bubble
yeah,
machine.
Yeah. These bubbles.
So with one hand, he's holding on to the spear. With his legs, he's trying to avoid Jump while she's pulled on. And the other hand is just trying to coat them in a big bubble.
As bubbles streak down the back of Caustice as they fall down with Jump and Rusty on it. Bask, it's your go. Is anything Bask's got? Help with the situation.
So, Bask is gonna shout, "Let go!" and hope that they hear him, because his plan is to use his classic spell, Entangle, to shoot vines up, and hope that in the time between Caustice hitting the water and Rusty and Jump following, we can create, yes, it will be entangled, difficult terrain, but it will be on top of, so like water lilies. So coming out of the ground, creating like a barrier between the two.
Cool. So
like
the captain runs to the side of the boat and looks on in horror as they see the dragon with their two young Dodgers aboard, plummeting towards the ocean. Demi and Raph kind of like pick themselves up, and they'll run to the same side of the boat. And everyone's on the side of the ship looking over, as you see in the distance this huge hulk falling from the sky. And Bask, you run over, and is it a spell? Is it an arrow? How do you cast this?
It's a spell.
So
classic. I can't work.
Do you want to give me a let's say some sort of magic related roll? You could do, I guess, survival works well, or something wisdom wise maybe.
Let me see. This is a DC 12, so what do we reckon, survival?
It's whatever you feel is an appropriate role for casting this kind of spell. Nature maybe might be a good one.
I'm gonna go survival, because that's my biggest number.
How do we do?
16.
16. You fire off this bolt into nothingness, into the bare ocean, and the spell Entangle needs plants. It needs roots to be able to trigger. And everyone turns to you, then looks back to see what you've done, Bask, and nothing seems to happen. Which everyone looks a little bit like, oh no. And as Captain Sartell kind of looks in shock as they realise this isn't good to go well. Caustice begins to like try and flap their wings as hard as they can, but you just hear the whistling noise as they do, as the holes in they're torn through by this huge bolt in their wings, just unable to hold up the weight with the extra weight of Rusty and Jump. No need to be too offended by that. As they try.
That's the only reason the dragon's falling out the sky is because we're on it.
Didn't want to go there, but you know. So, and,
I think that's a Mythbusters episode.
in the seconds before the three of you smash into the ocean water, Jump and Rusty, are there any last things you want to do before?
Oh boy, anything?
I
I am absolutely just making sure that this dragon is gone. He's dead.
Are we on the top side of the dragon? So the
Yes.
dragon's going to hit first. Right.
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to try and lay as flat against the body as I can.
Cool.
And then sort of see if I can pull Jump down to sort of so that the body of the dragon takes most of the impact.
The impact. Awesome stuff. As Rusty, you dive over to Jump, and bubbles kind of like float around the both of you from this shield of faith.
Hold on, sing and lie down! It's not the first time Rusty said that to someone.
Basque, Captain Sartell, and the rest of the Moondancer crew look on in horror as, erupting from the water, you see tendrils of seaweed jagged out from the bottom of the ocean, where the entangle spell had taken root and begun to slowly make its way up to the surface, creating layers of these like tangled web of net almost of seaweed coming jetting out of the bottom of the ocean. And Rusty and Jump, you feel the impact as Caustice smashes into them, smashing through layers of these seaweed kind of structures coming out of the ocean and sploosh into the water. Huge kind of wave kind of splashes out either side with bits of like solidified seaweed kind of spraying out in every direction. From Basque, from the Moondancer, you just see a huge spray of water covering the whole area. As Jump and Rusty, you find yourselves floating on the surface of the ocean as it washes back in. And beneath you, you see the two light glowing green eyes of Caustice slowly begin to get further and further down into the water. Looking down, you see the two green lights blink, and the shape of Caustice, the silhouette, begin to move as you two are both poised to be perfect, to be like the Megalodon up and snapped in the surface of the water. As she reaches back her huge, like, hold wings, which are enough to give her propulsion in the water at least. But as she goes to wipe them down again, kind of like jet up towards you, she can't move them. And as she turns her great head, she can see seaweed wrapping around her wings and down at her legs. And she looks around as seaweed continues to kind of wrap around her from this entangle. As she then looks around, you see her eyes like looking around in panic, getting dimmer and dimmer, until eventually you can't see them at all, and you're left with the waves of the ocean.
No.
And
I know we've been trying to kill her, but
and as Demi and Miss Flowerpenny and Raph finally, as the kind of the spray kind of calms back down, they see the two of you floating on the surface. You hear this big cheer coming from the Moondancer as the three of you, along with the crew of the Moondancer, have defeated Caustice. Well done.
Didn't expect to survive that. Wow.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
Oh, well, not often you get to kill a dragon, is it?
well,
Like,
you
splash
think she's
around.
dead, or it's
I don't know, how long can they breathe underwater?
what? I don't know.
Splash. Oh, splash. It's quite nice, really. Although the salt is stinging on all my acid burns.
Oh god, yeah. Imagine that would be excruciating.
I'm a bit uncomfortable.
It doesn't take long for the Moondancer to get manoeuvred over to kind of come and pick the two of you up from your impact site. And as you come aboard the Moondancer, you're received hugs from Mrs. Flowerpenny and
Whoa.
hugs from Raph and a sturdy, firm handshake from Bibi.
You melted your hammer? That were right impressive.
It would have melted more than my hammer if I'd got it on the head with it. We wouldn't have to deal with all of that falling out of the sky business, but this one was keeping me back. Pointing towards Raph.
You must think you're something special, eh?
I don't know. Looks bashful, is it?
Oh.
Aww.
Well, that's
Well,
you.
How's that for honeymoon then, eh?
Well, that you. With all the seaweed. Where did that come from? Was that you, Bask?
Maybe.
That were right
Mhm.
lucky. I thought I was going to go squish.
Oh, so did I. I also thought I was gonna shoot you, but I didn't, so yay!
Taken out by friendly fire. That's not a great way to go.
I can't believe you jumped on a dragon.
Yeah, it were right fun.
Um,
Well,
I
I mean,
like
technically,
something.
I didn't jump on the dragon. I jumped in the sea and then I caught a spear, which was attached to the dragon. But yeah,
That was my best spear.
you surfed on a dragon.
That was my only spear.
Did that go down with Caustice?
I reckon so. I was waggling it around, trying to do as much damage. Maybe it'll float back up.
As you see bubbles begin to emit where Caustice went, no, I'm not going to do that.
well, I've got some splinters of it in my hand. Could you grow a new one?
Took me ages to grow the old one.
Oh well. Well, I'll put them out. I'll put them in a jar for you, John. Oh, well, I've got something for you as well. And I'll take out the little jammy sticky ball coins
Oh,
for the horde.
for the horde!
For
For the
horde.
horde! Alright, this will do well for my horde. Thank you.
As you are exchanging gifts and reacquainting the soggy, wet, rusty, and Jump and Bask, the captain comes over. Well, what the bloody hell was all that about? You were supposed to go in there and meet a Grick, and then we're fighting a dragon out here? Look at the state of the deck.
Weren't it better than expected, though? I mean, how often have you fought a dragon? I mean, dragons are supposed to be pinnacle of evolution. You know.
Well, fighting dragons is few and far between, but something very important the three of you forgotten.
What's that?
You kill a dragon, you get to have its horde. And a big smile runs across her face.
Oh.
Let's go get some treasure.
The Scrumberry horde.
Oh,
That got ruined. Yeah.
Got some bad news about that. So,
Peaches is alive. Did I mention that? I can't remember if I mentioned that while I was
Nobody
while I was
asked.
standing on that thing.
well, I'm glad he's alive because I don't know really.
Bask's gonna pat Captain Tartal on the shoulder. Just like, I think that we might need to set your expectations about how beneficial this cave horde retrieving trip is going to be.
Oh, what are you talking about? Dragons are supposed to have big awesome hordes of gold, and I can pay a dozen workers to come and scrub off this scorch mark.
I bet you could get the goblets. Mm-hmm.
Goblins.
A dozen goblets. Mm-hmm.
I don't.
They'd do it for like a drink of fresh water and a bit of rotten meat, knowing goblets.
You're saying goblets like it's not a cup. What are you talking about?
just sort of like point to the hill where hopefully on the edge of the cliff you can just see like a little row of goblets.
And as you point and maybe try to explain to Captain Sartell what a goblet is, as the Moondancer gets ready to perhaps pull in a little bit and maybe have a little explore of the lair of Caustice.
Pick up peaches.
Pick up some peaches.
Yeah.
Arrest Peaches, because she's the captain. She can put him under arrest.
She's like, oh, I like the sound of that. You three have done good work. Yeah, we will leave it there for this week in Jammy Dodgers. Well done. You've defeated Caustice, sent to the bottom of the ocean.
Can't believe we survived.
I did that entire fight with 2 hit points.
No, you didn't. Oh.
You both did very well to hang on when Caustice did that spin, because that was going to be really, really bad for anyone who fell off.
I was waiting for the save for hitting the water.
I thought, oops, we're dead.
Imagine if you survived riding on the dragon to be killed by falling in the ocean.
Falling damage is scary.
It's very bad. It's very bad times. So yeah, that was a little bit of and it's a fun thing because I don't have any plans to keep you guys alive. Like I don't have a like, oh, this is how you get out of it. So I enjoy seeing you.
You should
guys
maybe try and have some of those.
No,
We don't have any of those. So.
I don't need to do that.
It's more of a deep instinct, deep survival instinct ish.
Got a whole box of clones below deck.
This is my cousin Musty from from Tunbury.
Husty, Bump, and Plaque.
Black.
They're the A-team.
They've just defeated like an aboleth or something. just round the corner.
Nah. I think that they're like the little off-brand version, like the fake Aldi version of the Dodgers.
Are we the little version?
With a branded version, we got merch.
Well, we will find out what happens in the aftermath of the defeat of Caustice, and what treasures lie within their lair that hasn't been melted yet, including Travis. Next time. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. It's been super fun having you all here, as always, and our 3 wonderful players for playing. I have been JStation64, and I will next be live on Thursday over on my channel, JStation64, on Twitch. On Sunday, sorry, did I say Thursday? On Sunday.
That's not true, yeah. Today is Thursday.
I don't know what day it is anymore, honestly. Christmas is going to do a real number on me when it comes to like not knowing what day it is. So yes, I on Sunday, that's the one. You can find me on Sunday on my channel where I'm playing Body Harvest, which is a very festive game about defeating aliens who harvest bodies. Come and join me for that.
Although, who's harvesting the most bodies at the moment, John?
Oh, no. The shame.
What happened?
I have accidentally killed far more humans than the aliens. Through machine gun fire and running over and whatnot. In my defense, if you're running for your life, run away from the aliens. Speaking of running away, Bastard did no running away today. Instead, bravely fired shot after shot at the deadly Caustice. Thank you for joining us, Ghost of Sunny.
You're very welcome. Thank you for running. May have fallen down a little bit more than anticipated, but got back up again. Bast's a fighter.
How's everyone doing health-wise? Yeah, because Bast actually went down this session, right?
Yeah, I got my 4 points.
You got 4 points. Rusty, what you said you were on 2.
2, yeah.
How about,
I started the game with 6 and then I went down to 2.
And how about Jump?
I went down to 3, but got back up to 11.
Back up to 11.
Ooh.
So altogether, still less than 20 for the three of you. So-
I can't get more than 20, yeah. Weird.
I like that Jump had more than Rusty and I put together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any exciting business coming from you, Ghost of Sunny?
Well, Vaesen is still, despite not actually sharing any content, is still underway, and we are hoping to do, if not a full-on Christmas special, then a new live stream by way of experiment. So we'll see if that goes.
At the very least, it'll be a New Year's bonanza if it doesn't end up being a Christmas special, depending on how time.
I reckon we can do it.
Cool.
I wanna get another one done to close out the year. Yes.
Got that weird thing between Christmas and New Year that where every day's Sunday, so let's do it then.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect.
And last but by no means least, we have Amadan. Thank you.
I don't think we've done RevTed yet.
I don't think so either.
Have I not? Oh, sorry.
No.
And
Just
second
like
to
a Resident
last.
PC in one of your games.
Second to not least, we got RevTed.
While not being casually trodden on by J-Session.
That's what happens when you bring up me killing my own thingies in body harvest.
You can find me on YouTube and sometimes Twitch, where I do computer-related things, or get attacked and killed by wolves quite regularly in Skyrim.
the semi-pacifist run of Skyrim, the Bard run, been very enjoyable. I've enjoyed that. Will we be seeing more Bardy?
I keep planning to stream, but life keeps running me over.
Fully understood. Life finds a way of getting in the way. And I don't know if I've mentioned this, but last but not least, we also have
Wowzers. I've been a very excitable Jump. Don't forget, Jump is the Scales of Justice conductor of the Choir of Death. Or something like that.
That was Caustice's tagline, I think.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Hey.
Jump's tagline. Yep.
Well, that leaves me to say thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for joining in, and we look forward to catching you next week with some impact analysis from the literal impact that Caustice had on the surface of the planet.
Oh.
We'll catch you all next time. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.